Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here. So, we're going to be doing the Elden Ring DLC. A couple of things. I am currently about to grab the Lightning Scorpion Charm. We're going in with Dragon Scale to start off with. Mostly because most enemies are resistant to Moon Veils, well, to magic damage. And there's a lot more enemies that are weak to lightning damage. And Dragon Scale deals Frost as well, and Frost is pretty useful. However, to be fair, Dragon Scale is not great at proccing it. But also, with this Dragon Scale setup, I have a little more wiggle room for defense. So, we're going to be rocking the Lightning Scale, the Lightning Scorpion Charm, which, yes, you do take 10% more physical damage. However, we're going to be using the Dragon Crest Great Shield, which boosts our physical damage resistance by, I think, about 20. So they balance each other out quite well. That being said, we have to find a Stone Sword Key Rune, and we also have Golden Vow, all of that good stuff. But we need to find a imp thing. And also something to keep in mind, is that technically speaking, we're actually going to be building up Frost a little bit faster. I thought I could outrun him. This is not great. Really? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm just gonna die here. Maybe not. Okay, we can calm a little bit fast, so. But yeah, also, yes, I have seen the Destiny 2 news that they are getting rid of Surgeons. That is absolutely fantastic. And I definitely will get back into Destiny 2. Okay, we can die here now. We're free to die. But I have seen Destiny 2, get rid of Surgeons in raids and dungeons, so I will definitely get back into raiding. I'm probably just going to do Salvation's Edge once. Because my point still stands that the weapons are not good enough. The armor for Titan is ugly as fuck, except for arms. I think the arms are pretty good. If you want to go with like a robot, Transformers type build, type look. The raid exotic, for me personally, is not useful. Because it's sort of based on using Strand. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here. So, this DLC is going to be more of a little review style little thing. I had to go out and grab some items before we start this. A couple of things. One, yes, I have seen that surges are getting removed from raided dungeons. Absolutely fantastic. I love that change. I definitely will be getting back into raiding a little bit. That was one of my biggest gripes. That being said, I still don't like the fact that every single weapon is craftable, and world drop weapons a lot of the time are better than raid weapons. But I can look past that for the raids and dungeons. Surges being removed. But anyways, on that note, I'm going to pass it over to in-world me. At some point, though, we'll be transitioning over to boss sort of review me. Alright, time for the DLC.
Were you guided here by kindly Miquella?
Oh, you're a female.
I am Leda.
This is a male.
And like you, I was guided by faith along his honorable path. Touch the withered arm, and you too will be transported to the realm of shadow where Miquella the Kind now dwells. My compatriots are there already. Like us, they have heard kindly Miquella's call. If you can find them, they are certain to lend you aid.
So I'm assuming some of stuff NPC zones.
Touch the I will not be far behind.
Okay, I like you, Leda. That armor is cool though. I want that armor though. Kinda want that armor. But it would have to be better than Beast Champion's armor. Oh, I'm excited for this DLC. Okay. Okay. Man, this reminds me of Bloodborne Nightmare Frontier, the way this entrance works. Whoa, okay. And I am on PC currently. God damn, because my mic quality is way better on PC, and I feel like y'all will appreciate that a little bit. Okay, there's Moon. Okay. Whoa! Okay, we have a new thing. Shadow Realm Blessing. Okay, Scattertree? Scattertree Blessing bolsters the recipient's abilities to deal and negate damage but has no influence outside the realm of shadow. Interesting. Okay, then Revered Spirit Ash Blessing? Spirit Ash. Bolsters both summon spirits and spectral steeds' abilities to deal damage and negate damage. Wait. Spectral steeds? Okay, we don't have any of this, so... Okay, this is interesting. We don't... Okay, we're gonna mark that because... Oh, wait. Okay, this is interesting. I wonder how big this... Okay, map's probably not terribly big. That has to be that one boss over there. I really hope my PC can handle this. Okay. I'm not completely sure where I'm supposed to be going, so we're gonna go this way. Wait, I see something. Okay, we have a gray site here. No giving us any directions. This is interesting. There's no way that's a boss. That has to be a boss, right? He's so fucking huge, though. Do I get a boss bar? No! Holy shit, that's a lot of damage. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Sir! Oh, you have... He's faster than me! Yes! I see that symbol, so we're going towards it. We're gonna rest at the gray site first and foremost. We are not fighting him. We are, I repeat, we are not fighting him. Okay. Ah, okay. So, we're definitely gonna use that right away. Okay. Let's talk to you first, I guess.
Fie, another. Treading the heels of Miquella. Then, as that woman would surely say, we are in our purposes well aligned. But understand, your kind are not forgiven. The Earth Tree is my people's enemy. By Marika long betrayed, set aflame. I believe Miquella's apologies when he says our delivery will come, but never will I see your kind as worthy.
That's fine.
And yet my oath. If Miquella it is whom you would seek, then comrade, allow me to give you this. These are the sites of the crosses I found. I urge you, follow after Miquella, as long as you abide by his footfalls. you will be no enemy to me.
Oh! Okay, so this is the map portion we've unlocked. Okay. And we can check our inventory. So this is... map marked? Okay. That map is fucking ass, my guy.
As long as you...
That map is ass, my G.
Ah, Lady Leda spoke
Oh.
of you.
You're a woman.
You're that tarnished. Guided here by kindly Mikola. Won't we all? I am Freya. I once fought alongside General Radahn. In battle, you can be sure I'll hold my own. Oh, another. Did you speak to our dour little friend? If you've yet to do so, have him give you a map of the Cross's whereabouts. You'll find more of them dotted about these lands. They are Mikola the Kind's footprints.
We'll keep an eye out for them.
If you've yet to do so, assuming you...
Okay, we're gonna refresh the... I thought that was the right side. We're gonna refresh the area and see if both of them leave. No, both of them are still there. Okay. Well, question is, what is through here? Okay, what is through here? We'll go through, see what's going on, see what's popping. We're definitely gonna try to do every single boss here. I'm not really gonna look into if we get to Mesmer. At that point, I will make sure that we have taken care of every single boss. Interesting. It's already given. I already have two. Okay. Oh wait, I should probably do, unless it requires more than one each time. Okay, yeah, it does. Okay, so that's interesting.
You must be the Tarnished. I am Ansbach.
Ansbach.
Formerly in service to Lord Moog, but now, like you, another soul guided by kindly Mikola. I'm hardly the steady hand I once was. My fighting days are far behind me.
I see someone that I
Which
might
is
like.
why I have chosen to dedicate myself to investigation, to discern Tender Mikola's ultimate purpose. I'd rather not volunteer service to a new master unless I know that I can be of use. May 6 crosses, identical to this, they are kin to Tender Mikola's footprint. If you discover any more, be certain to tell me. I presume you too. Just what kind of...
He's suspicious.
Be certain to tell me. I presume you just what...
He's suspicious.
Hello there. Together, we work. Together. For Mikola the Kind. Many things we have found.
More interesting. Okay, so you have the mushrooms. Okay, new crafting, I'm assuming. Ooh, okay. I think I am going to sell... Actually, hold on a second. Hold up a second. I have some runes, dear sir.
Anything.
We're gonna purchase that book. We're gonna purchase all of those.
Goodbye.
Oh wait, hold on a second.
Anything. I like for you, Lady Leda, her allies, and the forager brute. Things bring joy to all. I for you.
I
things
like
bring...
him.
Goodbye.
He's not like to the level of I can't craft. I should have an item. Okay. I thought I had an item crafting kit. Guess not. Okay. I'm assuming we'll have to find a roundabout way to get here. Oh! We're strong. We're fucking beefy boys. I don't like this. I don't fucking like this. This is giving me PTSD flashbacks to, Mikolash? It's a fucking giant scorpion. 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 Hell no. Hell fucking 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay. So, now I'm back gonna have for emotional support. It's fucking hanging from the ceiling.
Oh wait, wait. Like, move your camera. Oh god.
It's fucking hairy.
Why are you lying so much?
I don't like this shit. Okay, I'm running. I'm fucking running. I'm fucking running. I am not looking at the fucking screen.
Go. Oh baby. No, you can do it. Oh, it's right there.
There's fucking scorpions. Legs. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. I don't need anything. There's another one. Oh my god. Oh my god. I fucking hate this. 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 Fuck.
You're okay.
I'm not okay. I'm not fucking okay. I'm not fucking okay. Where's the fucking gray site? Where is the fucking gray site? I saw the remnants of something. I'm not okay. I'm not fucking okay. I'm not doing that scorpion section again. I'm not fucking doing that section again.
Okay, I'll show you
Oh, it's in here. It doesn't open. Oh. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking serious? The gray site was right fucking there. Are you fucking joking? Guys. Wait, what? I'm dead. Why am I just not able to summon? Oh my god. I really like how it completely negates using healing.
So, I'm going to talk a little bit about this boss. Now, I died to this boss a lot. I'll show the final death counter once I let y'all see the actual full fight play out. But this fight made me realize how unviable this katana was. Like, holy shit, is Dragon Scale really, really bad when you cannot use a Mimic or do not have another person using it. Dragon Scale basically requires you to use more than one of itself, essentially, in order to be absolutely fantastic. It was so bad that I just switched to Moonveil, and it took me like 3 or 4 attempts after I just swapped to my Moonveil setup. Moonveil has honestly been so good for this entire journey so far. That being said, this is the only Remembrance boss. This is the only non-Remembrance boss that I will be discussing. For the most part, I'm only going to show Remembrance bosses. Also, I'm going to focus a little bit more on the bosses. You're actually not going to see the areas as much. I'm going to leave the areas for y'all to discover, for the most part, until Seamless Co-op mod is fixed. And at that point, I'll probably play it with, you know, good old Torchic, you know, continue the Elden Samurai. I do already have some builds saved up for that specifically. So we'll definitely be checking out and showing all the areas and stuff, and I should know at least what I am doing. But yeah, to me, one of my biggest issues was the inconsistency at which summons were able to be used or not. That was my gripe with this fight. If I wasn't able to summon a mimic, I would rather this have just been a regular ass NPC and not have like a boss door or anything. It feels weird to me that this is a boss that you cannot summon at all for. I do not use any summons other than the mimic for this entire run. Even if I wanted to, I can't use any other summon because one, they're not upgraded, and two, modded summons do not work with this new update. So I can't do what I sometimes do, you know, cheese it up with Ronnie and Melina, but we'll see at some point that the Mimic is actually a way better than even the NPC summons. So I do use NPC summons because some of the time, and I implore you, especially if you're struggling with the DLC, just use NPC summons. There's only one boss in particular where the NPC summon is fucking trash, and those of you that have played it probably know which boss I'm talking about, but do keep in mind that, you know, some bosses are a little bit more rougher than others. And of course I'm going to let y'all see the intro that I'm going to talk about the boss a little bit, and then y'all will of course see the final part, the run that I beat them in on, like, with no voiceovers. So that's something that y'all will be able to see and my thoughts. There is a boss later on that we'll have to give a content warning about, but when we get there, we will get there. But for this video, we are covering everything except for the first absolute. There are 4 bosses absolutely required for progression. We did fight one accidentally. I'll get there when we get there. But the first one technically we're supposed to fight, that'll be in the next video. So that's how I'm gonna do this. Elden Samurai will be a little bit better because I will actually know what I'm doing. Like, dead ass, I spent almost an hour and a half trying to figure out where to go in a fucking catacombs in the DLC. It was so confusing that I kept running in fucking circles. And also, it took me like 2 hours just to figure out how to progress past our first Remembrance boss. So yeah, I'll finally let y'all see the fight in full. Okay, I'm not wasting a rune arc anymore though, because we were not any closer. Actually, I might as well. Fuck it, we have 11 of these. Ooh, and yes, that's the strat, so I don't have to waste that. Okay. Ooh, I wasn't fast enough. Okay. Come on. Come on. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Moonveil, thank you! Holy shit! Oh my god! Alright, so my dumbass did not record this fight at all. Like, no audio for it, no fucking nothing. But I did want to give my thoughts on this boss fight in particular. I did really enjoy and yeah, you can see me. I even turn up the fucking music, even though y'all can't hear it because I didn't have my headset plugged in for OBS. For the future bosses, I have my headset plugged in, but I have my mic muted. But for the next video, though, I will have my actual voice reactions and my immediate thoughts on the boss. However, I did actually enjoy this fight a little bit. That being said, out of all the bosses that I have fought so far, please, in my opinion, not a single one, and by the way, I have not fought Mesmer yet, but so far, not a single one breaches my top 5 DLC bosses. None of them do. In order, though, they are number 1, Slave Knight Gale, 2, Ludwig, then Lady Maria. The number 4 is Sister Freed. The number 5 is Artorias of the Abyss. That being said, Elden Ring can reach the top 8, the top 10, but probably not top 8. And it's just because those 9 and 10 spots are a little bit empty for me. But, some interesting stuff. I do have an issue with how much verticality there is with this boss fight. Like, I feel like I'm looking up half the time, and I do have a slight bit of an issue with that. However, though, this boss fight is pretty solid. In my opinion, none of the music and none of the boss music so far has been absolutely fantastic. I think the base game has better music in general. That being said, we will talk about a boss that has with aggro issues in particular, but this one has pretty wild aggro issues. Like, he won't de-aggro off of me even if I am the farthest person away from him. There is a boss where it's a little bit worse, but it's also kind of hard to tell who he's looking at half the time. But something cool is after his little phase 2, and I did figure out you could jump over the smoke attack. But, interestingly enough, once he hits phase 2, he actually not only, does his lightning thing, but he can also switch to frost and switch to his fog thing as well, which I don't know what, I believe that's probably physical damage, I'm assuming. But Pearl Drake Talisman definitely helped me out here, because the lightning and then the frost, which is great. So, yeah, a really cool visuals. I did enjoy this boss. Very solid. But you're gonna hear a repeat of the music, of course. But I am gonna let y'all see, one, my deaths, but also a final last run of it.
Okay, so also I'm a dumbass. I just realized my audio was recording through my PS5 controller for whatever fucking reason. So now it should be recording through the correct, proper places. So this boss, I already have a death. I'm gonna preface this by saying I already have a death. Now this boss, Relana, kind of reminds me a little bit of multiple bosses. Number one, that intro, most Elden Ring bosses, I really picked this up from Orphan of Cause initially, but most Elden Ring bosses have either a calm state when you walk in or a toxic rushdown state when you walk in. I noticed this heavily with Malekith, but she has that too. Now, okay, the music for this boss is kind of mid. I'm just going to be straight up. If the music was a little bit better, I would have enjoyed fighting this boss a little bit more. She definitely reminds me of two bosses in particular. One, Pawn of Sullivan, and the other one, Sister Freed. I mean, not Sister Freed, Lady Maria. However, while she has the best parts of both fights, she also is missing entirely what made those fights so good. Number one, Pawn of Sullivan, she's taken inspiration from, the dual swords, which, by the way, you can get. So you can be like a fire ice. If you're really out there into like anime builds, you could definitely do a Todoroki build here, which is kind of interesting and cool, honestly. Now, something I do want to mention here is Pawn of Sullivan's attacks are telegraphed. That's what makes this boss fight pretty decent. Now, for Lady Maria, as you know, she moves quite, on the ground quite a bit. Lady Maria also moves quite a lot, and she does a fly down attack sometimes. Also, you see me get absolutely nuked by this because you're supposed to jump. I didn't really figure out what I was doing there. But, basically, she, moves around a lot, but Bloodborne's fast-paced combat helps a lot with a lot of that movement. Also, something that is heavily missing is like a really heavy waltz, Lady Maria style boss music. I just felt like this fight the music didn't really go anywhere. Like usually when, with Lady Maria, you could distinguish at least the first phase from the second phase. With Ludwig, there's a clear difference between the first phase and the second phase. However, for Relana, I couldn't really tell any big of a difference musically wise, which is kind of crazy because this boss is so good visually, but musically it just struggles. But those are my kind of conclusive thoughts on this boss. Kind of one of those could have been better. I don't think it's definitely not is it the worst Remembrance boss? It's a shame I had to put some thought into that. So far, the Remembrance bosses have been pretty solid, and no, this is by far not the worst. It is number 3 out of the 4 that I have fought, but the number 4 is so low on my list. It was the first boss that I fought that I actually despised. Even the first one that I showed initially, I didn't hate as much as the one that I think is the worst so far, which is the one I was actually most excited about from the trailer. But yeah, I'll let y'all see the fight. Alright, so this is where I actually have to interject. It seems like my actual complete, like, run recording, like, kind of stuttered and stopped. I'm guessing it got corrupted or something, but it's just simply not there. I died at least 8 times. This, what you're gonna see, is my 8th death. However, I did, if you're doing this, use the Mimic only. Lita is fucking useless for this fight. I forgot to mention that Lita was completely useless for this fight, basically. And I found my Mimic to do way better on its own. So that's what I ended up switching to, and that's how I ended up killing her with just me and my Mimic. It took me like a couple more attempts after I just used the Mimic. So I'm not exactly sure how many times I died in total, but it was over 10. It was the most I had died by far. And I just let my Mimic finish the job. But on that note, yeah, there's Rolana. I will say the music is solid. It's just after running it so often, there's just not enough dynamics to the music. The music it's not dynamic enough between the phases. But on that note, it is time to move on to the next Remembrance boss. Alrighty, and here we have in my personal opinion, the absolute worst dog shit boss in this entire DLC. I would argue this is, I mean, to be fair, From Software has to have at least one stinker in every DLC. And I hope that this is the only fucking stinker. Because holy shit, do I hate this boss. First off, I realized that this is where Torrent would be, like, this is where I realized the boss was the horse guy. But then I realized I couldn't fucking summon Torrent. Why the fuck would you have a horse boss that moves this much without me being able to use Torrent? I felt like I should have been able to use Torrent there, because it felt like I had very little actual attack opportunities. This feels like one of those bosses to where if your weapon is of shorter range, you need to be breaking poise. Like, you just have to. I found myself healing way more than I was actually swinging my sword, which was, it's just never good. And as you can see, my Mimic was struggling to keep up with it. It was moving around so fucking much. I didn't like this boss. I think it's the worst. Visually, it's cool, but I should have fucking Torrent. He feels very similar to Radon, and I just don't get why I can't have fucking Torrent. Like, holy shit. But, yeah, the method of getting to this boss is also kind of a pain in the ass, because there's fucking lasers. I'm not joking. Fucking lasers. This was the last boss that I fought in my session, unfortunately, but this boss was fucking ass. I hated this boss. It didn't take me that many attempts, but Jesus fucking Christ, I hated this boss. Massive warning, this is a half bug, half woman boss. Do keep that in mind. I apologize in advance, but that is the boss. It's a half bug, half woman boss. So again, that is your warning. That being said, this is my favorite boss of the DLC so far. I fought her way earlier than you're technically really supposed to in terms of progression, but I'm kind of glad I fought her in the spot that I did. This time, I did find more, both my Mimic and the other guy to actually be helpful. That being said, do keep in mind if you summon if you summon an NPC and a Mimic, the bosses, I believe they scale up to that, so you're going to be taking a little bit more damage, I believe, and I believe the boss has more health, I believe, with the more enemies you have. At least that's how it is in co-op mod, but her moveset is so cool. The way she uses the scorpion part and the centipede part is pretty cool. I think they didn't want to go full Scorpion because there is one in Dark Souls 2, I believe, named Nashandra? I believe that's the boss's name. Keep in mind, we haven't had a bug boss in quite a long time. Nagja is her name, Scorpioness, Nagja from Dark Souls 2. Yeah, we had a bug boss in Demon Souls, Armored Spider. Then Dark Souls 1, there was Quelaag. Then Dark Souls 2, there was the Scorpion boss. Then Dark Souls 3 did not have one, as far as I remember. Sekiro, I don't think has one either. Elden Ring, up until now, did not have one. Bloodborne did have one with Ra. Yeah, base Elden Ring didn't have one as far as I know. As far as I know, it didn't have one. But yeah, this boss was honestly my personal favorite boss, even though I died to her a decent amount of the time. Hey man, I did enjoy this. She didn't move too much all over the place. She had a jump attack. Also, she has a specific attack where she grows some butterfly wings, which was really cool. She has the visuals. The music was pretty solid too. Again, I haven't heard anything yet to like the scale of like Ludwig. When I heard that shit, I was like, hold up, wait a minute. Lady Maria, all the Bloodborne bosses have such good music, except for Orphan, in my opinion. And then, you had Dark Souls 3 with Dark Eater Medea stood out, and in my opinion, one of the best DLC bosses. Not the best boss in Soulsborne, but in my opinion, but Slave Knight Gale was fucking iconic. So I was kind of hoping a little bit more, musically. In my opinion, I think they think less is more, honestly, with some bosses, but she was a really fun boss. But yeah, I'll let y'all see the fight a bit more properly. Alrighty, and that's gonna do it for this video here. Thanks for tuning in. And again, probably in a couple of days, I'll have the next part for y'all. It really kind of depends on what time I have. But thanks for watching, and I will catch y'all on the flip side.